Hello there, this is Aram here, back with the continuation of that coffee time project, and we have done with our project. It is done. We have done with in the last video we have done with our this grid section and this tab section and this video section with these rotating cards, flipping cards, and now we have to do the last section of this project is the contact us and the footer section. So I just stopped there because I was not feeling good, and now I'm going to continue with this contact us and the footer section. And if you guys haven't watched those videos, the video in which I have done this all thing by using Bootstrap, I'm giving the link within the description, and here in the iCard you guys can see and click and move on to these the two sections before of this video. And now let's move on to the editor and start coding for our contact us section and the footer section. So here is our index.html, and now here I am going to remove this section, this space, and I'm going to write a code for the contact us section. So it is contact us, and then I just want to say end of contact is enough. And now within these lines of comments I'm going to write a code here, and I'm going to use the section element class of contact, division. I'm going to have a class of container, and then I want to have another division, and I'm going to use another class of text center with padding y of 5, and then I'm going to have a heading 2 here. I'm assigning it a class of padding y 3, and then contact us, and then I want to not contact is, it's a contact us. And now I am going to have a division, here, and I'm assigning it a class, and this time this class would be mx, not max, mx auto, maximum auto, and then heading line, and the spelling of my heading line. Okay. Let me check where I am stuck. I think I am stuck somewhere. I'm just checking okay, it's not. Now after this, I don't need it to be here, let it be here, and after this I want to have another division. I'm assigning it a class, and this class is a row, and now I'm going to have a division. I'm assigning it a class, and this time column large 6, and now here I'm going to use Google Maps, and it's Google Map I'm going to use here. And for this, let me have an ID, assign map, container, and then Google, I'm just saying Google 1, and then class would have a z depth 1/2, and then map container, just a map container. And within this div, what I'm going to do, let me tell you that I'm living in Brazil and I'm living in Brasilia, okay? So when I click here, I've got this. You guys go to Google Maps and click your location wherever you are. Then actually here mine is in Portuguese, so you guys cannot understand. That's why I'm just trying to explain you that here I'm going to share the link, and from here I'm just going to copy this link, okay? So what I have done, I've already copied my code, this embedded code from here. It is with the iframe and it is here. So I'm just copying it because I've already used it in my last project, in the project I have shown you, so I'm not going to use it again and again. So it is here, and now I am it is just copy and paste it and do some changes, like use the frame border and the style border and the width of 100% and height would be 420 pixels and allow full screen, okay? And then this is what we have done with the Google Map. Let me save and check. So here you guys can see that this is the map and this is my location, Brasilia. And now we have to use the form here, and for the form I am going to use another division here. Not a division, actually I'm just going to use a form element, and I'm assigning it a class, and this time the class name is called large 6, and then I'm going to have a division here. I'm assigning it a class, and this time my class name is form group. Oops, only form group. And now I'm using a label attribute label for this time. I'm going to use a label for email, and it would be email. And now here I'm going to use input, and the ID for this would be email. And then I'm going to have a class and form control, then type email, and then area, actually it's aria described by, so I'm using a aria described by. This one should be here, aria described by email hint, okay? So there should be an email hint, and then a placeholder would be an enter email, or okay, enter email. Okay, now let me bring it here, and here after this division I'm going to have another division, assigning it a class, and this time it is form group, and then label for name is name, and then input, not output, input ID, name, and then class form control, and then the type is a text, and then placeholder, the placeholder would be name, and now I'm going to have another division, div, and I'm having a class of form group, and then label for message. I mistook somewhere, and yes, I mistook here. Okay, label for message, and a message, and then I want to have a text area, ID would be message, text area ID would be message, and class would be form control. Placeholder, and then it says message, and then here in the next line just rows, and it should have a 5 rows, and then text area is complete. Now I want to go with a button here, the submit button. So here I'm using a button element, and the type of this would be a submit, and a class for this would be a button, and again I have used this HVR right class already, so margin top and bottom would be 4, and BDN large, and here within this I would like to write submit button, and let's save it, and let's see what we had done there in our submit. Let's save and move on. And this is the project we were working on, and yes, here we go. We have a nice contact us form here. So what's next? This last part and this footer section is left. So let's move on and start working on this footer section. And this footer section, I'm going to start. Hold on just a moment, actually. Okay, and now let's remove these spaces. Again, I don't want these too much spaces I have. And here I am going to, it's a last section, so okay, I'm habitual of writing these comments, so that's why I'm using it. Now let's go with the footer element, and we have a division, assigning it a class, and this is a text center class, and then heading 4, the class of font weight, EIGHT, okay, font weight would be bold, and it would be follow us, here I want to have a division, assigning it a class. I'm using the short form of display here, so I'm using just d flags, so it is going to display in a flags, and the flags would be your raw. These are the Bootstrap classes I am defining here, and justify content center but not MD, only justify content center. And then I want to have a span, and within this span I would like to go with the font awesome icons. I'm using FAB, FE, and then Facebook. And now I'm going to copy, and I want it to be bigger than its actual size, so I want it 2 times bigger than its actual size, so I'm using FA2X. Copying and pasting it for several times. So here in place of Facebook I'm going to write Twitter, and then here I'm going to say Instagram, and here I should go with the Pinterest, so Pinterest. Okay, let's save it, move on to the project of ours, and here we have a follow us, but we cannot see the icons here. And why we cannot see the icons? Yep, we have a problem here. We don't have to use this, only FAB and FA, and then let's move on to the browser and see if we can. Yep, we can see the icons now. Now we have to use the copyright content here, and for that copyright content, let's see, within a paragraph, ampersand copy semicolon, and then I'm going to say copyright, and copyright coffee time, whatever you want to say, you can do that. And then after I'm going to have a division here, and I'm assigning it a class of top for the top button, and then within this division I'm going to have a link here, and then class here. You guys can write the home ID of the ID or class or whatever you have in the navbar for your home button to shift it, move it, to take it to the home page, or with a nice effect actually it will bring you back to the top of the page. Okay, so I'm just using this hash here, FAS and FA arrow circle up, and I also want it to be bigger than the actual size, 2 times bigger than the actual size. So this is what we have done with the footer section. Now we need to style it. So you guys can see we have an arrow button here. Now we have to style all these things. Okay, so for styling, let's move on to the main.css, and let's start styling our footer section. And here I just want to remove this and want to remove this also, and now I don't need to write the comments for this. I'm just going with the footer element, and the background for the footer would be a black, and padding top would be 2%, and then margin top, this would be 15 pixels, and then position, relative, and now I want to go with the text center class, but let me bring it here in the middle. So the text center class and text center with a heading 4 actually, and the color would be my theme color DB and this one. And now I want to go with a footer span element, and this would be a padding 0.3 rem on em, and then 0.7 em, and then color would be the same, DBC 1AC, and transition of 0.5 seconds is I want to go with a footer, paragraph, and color, and then font size 20 pixels, and then we have to go with the footer top link, and this would have a position absolute and right 2%, and then top would be 69%, and the color for this would be again DBC 1AC, and then the font size of this would be 20 pixels. So this is what we have done with our project. You guys can see if I click on it, it just jumps here, and for some good effects we can use some JavaScript or some other transitions. So this is what we have done together, you and I. We have finished this theme of Bootstrap, this theme of coffee time by using Bootstrap. It is looking nice, everything is working well, the buttons and then the tabs, yes, and the video is moving, not moving, the video is working, actually it is in motion, and the cards, and then we do have the contact us section with a nice footer. So what we have to do now, we just need to check the responsiveness. That let me show you, it is responsive to our breakpoints and the mobile first. So by using the mobile first, you can see the hamburger menu is working. I haven't used any kind of effects this time, but in my last two projects I have given the effects to the hamburger menu, and I am not satisfied with some of the colors, but you guys can go with that if you like. I hope you will do better than me. And this is what we can, it is working on to our breakpoints. So we have, this is what we have done, everything is stacked nicely, and yes, together we have achieved a very nice theme of a coffee shop by using Bootstrap. I hope you guys like this video. If you like, do hit the like button, and until now if you didn't subscribe the channel, do hit the subscribe button. And in the next video I'm going to bring a blog by using Bootstrap, how we can create a blog by using Bootstrap. I hope you guys will like that also. So I'll see you in my next project, and if you guys don't know what happened here, then must watch the first two videos, part 1 and part 2 of this coffee time, and I'll see you in my next video. Hasta la vista. Ciao ciao.